Hi everyone, and welcome to the ZT0095TS, which stands for Tiger Stripe, overview. Let's get into it. So, for starters, why was it attractive to me? Well, this was a limited edition sprint run model, which means they only make a limited amount and then they discontinued them. Meaning that I knew when I bought it that it would only increase in value. Also, I love the Tiger Stripe look. I have other Tiger Stripes in my collection. I have had in the past. I had a 350 TS, which was a smaller 303 TS. And I've always been a fan of this pattern. It's very unique to ZT and nobody else does it, despite the fact that it's actually something that's pretty simple to do. I guess they just DLC coat the whole thing and then they just bead blast the little gray areas. Looks excellent in my opinion. Besides that, the 95 seemed like a very well-designed knife. Very ergonomic looking, feels great in the hand, in many positions. I had this knife for years, but I only used it for about a month or two. Most of the wear and tear is shown here on the clip from simply carrying the knife. Of all the use that I gave this knife, which was mostly to open packages and boxes and light duty tasks like that, the rest of the knife doesn't really show any wear and tear. I actually still have the factory edge on this S90V blade here, which is almost, has not needed to be sharpened at all. It's almost still very hair shaving sharp. My favorite things about this knife are the shape, the design, etc. It's got good ergonomic handles, good blade shape. It's all belly with no flat edges, as you can see. The aesthetics on this knife are a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. I love the clean look of the DLC coated titanium handles. The ball bearing deployment is 10 out of 10 on this guy too. Giving you a smooth deployment with very little pressure and no flick of the wrist necessary in order to fully deploy the blade. Facing up, facing down, with the help of gravity or against it, the ball bearings ensure a swift opening with still no audible or any detectable blade play in any direction. This knife, like some others, is pretty decent to use as a coup baton. It's not great, but it's good. That slight curvature brings that tip back a little bit away from the target. You would want to ideally have it facing forward, but at that point, if you put the blade towards your fingers, it hurts a lot to grasp it. So holding it this way will give you a better striking tool, more comfortable as well. The slightly thinner blade on this one also is something that I admire. Not a lot of ZTs have this thin of a blade, but this one makes it a great slicer. My only dislike with this knife is the pocket clip. The pocket clip is not DLC coated, so it scratches off really easily and it shows a lot of wear and tear. It makes the whole rest of the knife look a lot cheaper, especially from the outside of the pocket. It doesn't have that same fanciness that the rest of the knife has. And you can totally see a difference in the shininess of it. There's the DLC coat is a little bit more matte. It's a little bit more dull and less reflective, and this is a lot more reflective. So you can totally see a difference in it. And I just wish they would improve this by giving us a DLC coated pocket clip, maybe even put a Tiger Stripe finish on it. As a matter of fact, I haven't seen any ZT knives that have a Tiger Stripe finish on the handle as well, which is totally possible because the way that they do it, like I said, is they just, black coat the whole thing and they bead blast the little lines. So I don't really see why they couldn't have done that yet. At least try it out, put it in one model, make a sprint run, just so we can see what it looks like. Or maybe just DLC coat and Tiger Stripe the handle and not the blade. Just something to try out. As far as for the future of this knife, I'm going to be selling it because there's someone out there who will appreciate it more than me. It checks off a lot of boxes for me, but it simply does not have my heart. If you're interested, you can find the eBay item number in the description below. But besides that, that's all for today. So thank you guys for watching and subscribe to catch the next one. See you then.